Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome back to 989 Media. My name is Logan, and I just got back from the very first screening of Halloween Ends. If you know anything about me, the Halloween franchise is probably my favorite of all time. So before we get any further into the video, I do want to let everyone know this is going to be a spoiler-free review. Let's get into it. If you're a big fan of the Halloween franchise like I am, we've been counting down the days until Halloween Ends releases, knowing it is going to be the third and final movie in this three-part trilogy. I can confidently tell you guys that Halloween Ends is nothing like any other Halloween film that has ever been made in the history of the franchise, all the way dating back to 1978. The plot is way different. The kills are way different. Michael Myers is way different. Just everything about this movie feels different. Some people may like it, some people don't, and I can tell you guys that I really, really enjoyed this film. I'm the type of fan that loves movies that encompass all things fall, whether it has to do with ambiance or leaves on the ground or just decorations, and Halloween Ends hits this nail on the head when it comes to everything like that. You just feel like you're transported into the Midwest, even though I live here. For those of you that don't, I mean, you just feel like it is fall time, October area. It's just crisp, it's cool, and for those of you that live in the Midwest, you know what this feeling is like, and it's just great because you do not get it for long. Where last year's Halloween Kills focuses on Michael Myers and upping his kill count in the most gruesome ways than ever before, Halloween Ends focuses more on the plot and makes up for that. We start out very suspenseful and on the edge of your seat, and then it kind of goes low burning, and then at the end, of course, we get that final showdown, very suspenseful. But in the middle part, I really, really like it, and I feel like some people don't, but I like where we get introduced to new characters, which is a very odd thing to do for a third and final movie of a trilogy. You'd be most likely doing that in the first or second movie. But this third movie, we get introduced to new characters while also learning more about Laurie Strode and Allison and what they've been doing in the 4 years since Halloween Kills, and I absolutely love it. I can 100% say this is Jamie Lee Curtis's best portrayal of Laurie Strode in all of the Halloween movies that she's done. We get the combination of the 2018 war battle ready Laurie, who's been waiting on Michael to escape, and then we kind of get this flashback to 1978 original Halloween where she's just super laid back, smart, and fun. And then we combine these two for Halloween Ends, and I just think it's the perfect combination, and I really like that we get to explore her character plus her granddaughter Allison's. I've heard this comment being thrown around more and more as people go and see Halloween Ends as it releases, and that is that it's the most divisive film that the Halloween franchise has ever seen. And I do tend to have to agree with this, mostly because these diehard fans really like the set structure that people have been used to for 40 years. But David Gordon Green has decided on this last trilogy to do something way different, and I think they really pulled it off because they had tunnel vision. They knew what they wanted and they went with it. They didn't look back. They didn't try to go wishy-washy with it. They set to one structure and they kept to it throughout the whole film, and I personally really liked it. But it's really up to the viewer. You guys are going to have to go to the theater and see what side that you side on. Do you like the original structure, or did you like this new path that they took? And with the theme of keeping this video short and sweet, I do want to get into my 4 criteria rating that I do for all of my movie ratings here on the channel. The first criteria being horror. I'm going to give Halloween Ends a 7.5 out of 10 when it comes to this. Now, it may not be the most action-packed or kill-counted Halloween movie in the franchise, but they do a very good job with what they have. The kills that are in the movie are very gnarly and some that we have never seen before from the Michael Myers character. Suspense being a 7 out of 10. The reason that this is a 7 out of 10 and not higher is, like I said, the beginning you get some, and then 60 minutes in the middle of the film, you're really not on the edge of your seat, wondering what's going to happen next. You're exploring these characters. But then at the end, the last 15 minutes, you really build the suspense up, and they nailed that showdown to a T. Comedy, I'm going to have to give this one a 6 out of 10. It doesn't match up to some of the weird and sadistic Terrifier 2 jokes that they have, but I do remember sometimes in the theater I would be laughing out loud. Like I said, this new Laurie Strode really can make you laugh, as well as some of these other characters, so I'm going to give comedy a 6 out of 10. And last but not least, the fourth and final criteria is going to be the plot or storyline, and also is going to be the most controversial when it comes to this Halloween Ends movie. And I really like what they did. We got 12 movies of the same structure in the Halloween franchise. They really switched it up for this third and final trilogy, marking it as Laurie Strode versus Michael Myers the last time, and they really lived up to that. We got this great character development mixed in with the great kills, so this plot and story is 100% going to get a positive rating of 8 out of 10 for me. And that's going to bring the overall total score for Halloween Ends to a 7.15. This was always going to get a positive score for me. I've been such a big fan of the Halloween franchise for many years, so any excuse I get to grab some popcorn, a slushie, and go to the theaters and see Michael Myers up on the big screen doing his thing, along with that iconic music, it's always going to be a great day. So that's going to do it for my spoiler-free review for Halloween Ends. make sure to stick around, hit that subscribe button down below, because soon coming to the channel, I'm going to be releasing my spoiler version of the film, where we dive more in depth into the story, those iconic kills, and I'm going to let you know what I thought of this third and final film, and whether they did it justice bringing this to an end. Go ahead and let me know down in the comments why you guys are staying home to watch this on Peacock, or if you guys are definitely heading to the theaters to watch this on the big screen. Until I see you guys next time, peace out.